Nigeria has just sent a bold message to the United States rejecting Venezuelan deportees. The US recently tried to persuade several African countries, including Nigeria, to accept deportees from Venezuela, some of them reportedly prisoners. But Nigeria's Foreign Minister YUSUF TUGGAR has firmly rejected the idea. He says it's very unrealistic and unfair to expect Nigeria to absorb 300 deportees from a country that has no direct tie to the US. With all the challenges Nigeria is being faced with unemployment, insecurity, inflation, why should Nigeria take someone's burden? TUGGAR made it clear that Nigeria is not in position to carry the weight of America's immigration problems, especially when these deportees are not even Africans. Now, this comes after President Donald Trump hosted 5 West African presidents at the White House, urging them to accept migrants from other regions. But Nigeria is standing its ground.
You have to also bear in mind that the US is mounting considerable pressure on African countries to accept Venezuelans to be deported from the US, some straight out of prison. It will be difficult for a country like Nigeria to accept Venezuelan prisoners into Nigeria. We have, in the famous words of, I don't know if you know the US rap group called Public Enemy. If you do, then you'll remember a line from Flavor Flav, a member of the group, who said Flavor Flav has problems of his own. I can't do nothing for you, men. We have enough problems of our own. We cannot accept Venezuelan deportees.
Africans, this man here happens to be the Deputy Prime Minister of Uganda. His name is Moses Ale. Now, before I move into details, I want to ask this simple question. If anyone can be able to give me a reasonable answer to this question that I'm about to ask, do you think that the good people of Uganda will intentionally, voluntarily, willingly vote someone like this into power? At this point, let us tell ourselves the truth and remove sentiment aside. Do you guys really think that the people of Uganda will intentionally vote somebody like this into power? The answer is hell no. It is not possible. Capital N-O. Say the people of Uganda will intentionally vote somebody like this into power. It is not possible. You see, this is exactly what I've been clamoring about. And this is exactly what the Westerners has been doing to us that I don't like. This is exactly what I've been doing to we, the Africans, that I don't like. These people has been the one deciding exactly who will be ruling us. And it does not make any sense at all. And that is why, whenever anybody comes out to contest as a presidential candidate, and they notice that the person is coming out with a very good intention of liberating the people out of poverty, that the person is ready to end corruption in the society, ready to bring a better life to the people, trust me, such an individual can never smell that seat. Even when the people came out massively to vote for the person, even when the person won the election, it will surprise you that at the end of the day, someone else will be announced to be the winner. Now, the major question that you and I are supposed to be asking ourselves at this very moment is, how long will this continue to happen to us? How long is it going to continue to happen to us? That should be the question of the moment. Now, look at this man. Look at this papa. Information reaching me is that this man is currently 86 years old. At this point of his life, he was supposed to be resting at his comfort zone and be well taken care of by his family members. Just look at how these people have decided to stress an elderly man like this, knowing fully well that the man is not even feeling okay, for crying out loud. This is exactly what the so-called Westerners has been doing to us, and I don't like it. I am bittered as I am making this video. I am seriously bittered. But the very moment they notice that you are ready to work with them, that you are not going to spoil business for them, you are ready to align with them, automatically you are good to go. And this is exactly what these people has been doing to us, that have prompted me to be asking this same question all the time. For how long will this continue to happen to us? When is it going to end? Anyway,
this life, no balance. Ladies and gentlemen, 86 years old Ugandan Prime Minister General Moses Ali has decided to run 86 years old. I have forgotten. What is the age for retirement again? I think is it 60 years or 70? Or is it 90 years? Okay, I think the age for retirement is 90 years. Maybe our dear Prime Minister wants to get to 90 or 100 before he retires. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you people that Africa is divided by languages. Africa is divided by boundaries. But Africa is united by the same problem. Africa is united. Africa is one because we all have similar problems. We all have the same problem. Africa unite. Yeah. Africa unite. In case you don't know the Uganda minister in case you don't know the Uganda Prime Minister, General Moses Ali, our dear Prime Minister,
who swear for African leaders, who swear for them. Look at this 86 years old Ugandan Deputy Prime Minister, Moses Ali. Look at the way look at his condition. And just yesterday, he said that he has no plan to retire unless his own people retire him, ask him to retire. Now he has declared interest to run for 2026 presidential election. Look at the condition of this man. And I know this man is not 86 years old. We all can see that this man is either 98 or 100 years old. This man is a typical and visual representation of ancestral gods. You understand? Is this no selfishness? So who among all this crowd now will not tell him, we don't want him? Who will even start the movement? Make them kill the person. Imbecile is even better than this man. And his people, look at, I blame people there sharing him up. Because if there had not been anyone there it had not been people gathering like this man wouldn't have had the courage to come out. Look at his condition. Even Pokoli has not even, Pokoli, wherever he is, he's shaking because the man already has a leg walk, natural leg walk. Hey!
I go get time for men to go Iyaro, go shoot content. I go wake up in the morning, I go hear say the key person for Iyaro. I go get time for men to go ICT, go create content. Before I go blink 2 times, they don't keep person for there. Before I go say make I go all those local side, make I go see wetin dey happen for there, they don't keep person for Isiyo. If I say make I go inside GRA, if I say make I go Amagba, they don't keep person for there. Sometimes I dey wonder, how am I going to create the masses content when the masses that I'm creating content for are killing themselves? And at the end of everything, you get to hear that the person that is dead is innocent. To even go Sabomba sometimes self they tire me, because with the way I do dress when I go outside, I don't want to be seen as an Agbewu. That's why I dress the way I dress. But then I hope they don't get to see me as a security personnel because one policeman just killed somebody because of 200 naira. Why people know they talk about the killing where they happen for Benin, but now that it's Benin against Benin, we are not hearing anything about it. Osas kill Osakere. Osas the kill Osarogiagbon. Osakere the kill Osas. Ogosa the kill Iden. Osakpolo don't kill Ekato. Igbenale at the year word. Whenever I see Osamu Diame, people use the kill themselves for reason best known to them. The only persons where we put our hand in right now still the police, even though the police keep person for 200 naira. And then now we still put our hope in, and the Edo state government. May nothing happen to our life. Now God will take the beg on her.
This is the warning. The video you're about to watch is graphical in nature and then may offend a few persons. So take discretion before you move forward. However, it is not something that is very terrible. It's just lives that are lost randomly around Agenibode, Edo State. I know every time we ask for better security of lives and properties in Nigeria, the gaslighters come to tell us that we should ask our governor. So I'm asking both the President, Federal Bank of Nigeria, and the governor of Edo State, Modok Bebolo, to rise up to their responsibility to protecting the lives and properties of Nigerians, especially those in Edo State, especially in the interiors. Agenibode has been in the news for too many reasons in recent times. I'm not from there, but I worry. A couple of my friends have reached out to me, and this particular person, okay, I'll let you just keep watching the video. I'll leave you to watch all of that. But this particular message was sent to me by somebody. He said, "Good evening, my brother. My name is Bello Godwin from Mesako East Local Government, Agenibode. I'm based in Europe. Please, I want to bring to your notice through you to Nigeria at large that the people of Agenibode is under siege, kidnapping, and killings every day for over a year now. We have recorded over 20 loss of lives or lives lost to kidnapping activities. Just yesterday, a security guard attached to a minor seminary school at Ivianokbudi was killed. 3 seminarians adopted just today, 11th July. 2 persons were killed. Several sustained various degree of gun wounds, and unknown number of persons abducted. Please help us make a video to draw attention of the government. Please, I'm crying writing this message. My friend was killed this evening by those Fulani herdsmen." So I'll allow you see the video while we come back and talk some more.
Go!
Let the shoot up for hand.
What?
Let me machine it off.
Vale, give me a shilling. I know this guy now.
No, the free treat and I don't know.
This one? Never die.
Come off the motor. Never cool, but this is the old.
Okay.
Then the free car goes to meet the chair.
If they shoot, I don't die now. You don't die. Don't die. Off the motor, yes. This is the count now. What I offered you before, no work. So this, if I was a child coordinator of those security corps, that I just information, I was my checking point. The information going to me that kidnappers obeying around there. I logged it down and meet that the key one man and one woman. And the carry some passenger along the I logged it.
Okay, now that you have watched the video, that is it. Lives are being lost at random, and this is not the first time. And around this particular local government, and even in the Esako West local government, where there have been several reports of several deaths linked with herdsmen attack, kidnappings, and all of that. And then the truth is, I know, of course, that kidnapping has become a big business in Nigeria. But when there are some activity, or there are some attack that are synonymous with this guy, some of which are random shooting, because these guys are not professionally trained to handle weapons. They usually shoot sporadically, and sometimes they even kill victims that they were supposed to kidnap. And of course, these are quite intelligent that have been gathered over the years. But unfortunately, we are now at the mercy of these guys. So people no longer just plead the blood of Jesus. People just prepare and say, I may die now that I'm traveling. And I was speaking to a friend of mine yesterday who had traveled from Abuja to Auchi, and I said, do you still travel that route? And he said, yes. And guess what he told me? He said he still has to, because even the Benin to Auchi road is not even worse, because he can fly to Benin and decide to use road. But the last time his friend tried it, he was trapped for 2 days. And this is a state where the city governor has been very vocal about providing 2.5 million votes to the sitting president. Whereas the things that he has been selected to handle, he has not been able to do it. As you celebrate your Supreme Court victory, congratulations, Modo Bewelo. But there is much more urgent work at your disposal to fix. Edo is in a mess, and as you can see from pictures that we are seeing all over, it looks like there is need for an urgent attention in the issues of this state, especially with security. As I talk to you now, there are reports of security, the things that you pride about or you pride with, that you've been very vocal about. Taming the ugly menace of cultism is back to our city. Is back to the state. There have been several reports of court-related killings in recent times. So it's obvious that all of your manual tactics did not work. So obviously that is the only thing you were using to pride. I beg you. This is not a political video. I'm speaking on behalf of Agenibo the people. So Governor Monday Ukberu, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I'm begging people on behalf of Agenibo the people, please come to their rescue. I know that there is the Edo State Security Outfit, and you heard the voice there of the person who said he's the commandant. But of course, these guys are handicapped. A lot of the times, a lot of these guys have also been killed. So it requires so much. I am sure Mopo 60, is it Mopo 60? Yes, it's not far from there. If this guy takes the pain to comb that road consistently for several patrol hours of the day, at least, and then get into the bushes. Me, I don't know what is happening, because sometimes I wonder why somebody will be sitting there in office and you hear death of the people that you are supposed to lead, and it doesn't move you. It doesn't bother you. None of your government officials visit these guys, so death is not at random. Then it doesn't bother you. It is shameful, really shameful. Again, about the people, wherever you are, stop hailing this man and get to work. There's so much that needs to be done. Oh. All of you are playing politics, people are dying because you are privileged to be in the UK or in the US or in Europe or in Abuja, even in Benin City, because you are privileged to be there. It does not concern you what's happening in your village. And here we go there. If you don't tackle it now, no.